taste of Gambian hospitality shortly after arriving in the Gambia. The dinner held at Sheraton Hotel, Spa and Resort provided Foreign Minister Timothy Young, who headed the delegation, an opportunity to recognize President Jammeh's sterling qualities. Louis Mendy reports.
Of this special envoy from the Republic of China on Taiwan to represent his government and our people in the much anticipated presidential inauguration serve as a renewed manifestation of the mutually beneficial relations the two countries continue to enjoy in recent times.
I wish to pronounce that the presence of Your Excellency Mr. Young in the Gambia is a renewed manifestation of the bonds of love, friendship, fruitful cooperation and fraternal relations already established by our.
The visit, as expressed by Minister Tangara, will also create an avenue for the sister states to exchange views on how to further cement these ties.
I'm glad that this visit will provide us yet another opportunity to exchange views on matters of mutual interest in our bilateral relations. To this end, I have the honor to express our sincere thanks and gratitude, as well as our continued commitment to closely work and cooperate with the government and people of Taiwan for the benefit of the governments and peoples of our two countries.
Recognizing with gratitude the decision of President Ma Ying-jeou to dispatch his Foreign Affairs Minister and delegation to attend President Jammeh's fourth-term inauguration ceremony, the Gambia's chief diplomat also encouraged the visiting Taiwanese team to find time off their schedule and enjoy the beauties offered by the smiling coast, including rich cultural heritage. For Timothy Young, the Foreign Minister of the Republic of China on Taiwan, it is another moment of delight to return to a country with a reputation for the generosity of a beautiful people and a great leader.
It's really a great experience for me to come back to the Gambia. As you are very much aware, more than 16 years ago in the year 1995, when our two countries renewed our friendship and cooperation in the formal resumption of diplomatic relations, we started a very new chapter of our ties. And I was then the Director General of African Affairs in the ministry. And together with my other colleagues, we've been playing some small part in fostering and initiating some of a very productive, fruitful cooperation projects, and above all, a warm friendship between our two countries.
Minister Young described President Jammeh as a man whose development-oriented leadership style do not only won him the love of his people, as testified by the recent November polls, but continues to make him an icon of progress and hope for Africa and the world at large.
I also understand that with the help of his able ministers, His Excellency President Jammeh has won the place of the leaders in other parts of the world as well. He has in fact raised the image and the status of this African country in the world map.
The diners also used the joyous moment to pray for peace and tranquility to continue reigning in the Gambia and the island country. Louis Mendy, GRTS.
They turned up in the tens of thousands, filling the Independence Stadium stands to the brim. They were there for the ceremony that marked the formal commencement of the head of state's fourth presidential term. Gambians are accustomed to something that could be described as a rare commodity many Africans are yearning for: development. And if anything, they are looking forward to more of that. Asad Bajansar has been gauging the expectations of some of those who attended this historic event, and see now reports.
Slight victory for President Jammeh and the APRC party in the November 24th presidential polls. People stormed the Independence Stadium in their thousands to witness the inauguration ceremony of the elected leader, the starting points of the fourth mandate given to him to steer the affairs of the country for the next 5 years. The event, which saw scores of foreign leaders and dignitaries from around the world, also saw the mass convergence of Gambians from all sectors of the society, united by the common appreciation for the man they believe is capable of taking the development of the Gambia to higher heights. Amidst the thousands of spectators at the Independence Stadium who were seated with great anticipation of the arrival and swearing-in ceremony of President Jammeh, the state broadcaster went around to gauge the feelings of Gambians on the fourth mandate given to President Jammeh, as well as their expectations for the next 5 years.
As you have already said, the people have spoken. That has been cleared beyond all reasonable doubts. I have witnessed the first, second, and third inaugurations, and all have been taking place in the Independence Stadium in Bakau. But an occasion like today has never been happened as far as I'm concerned. Our next step is to see, to read that, as you have already said, the peak that have to achieve the recommendations based on the peak.
In the next 5 years, as I used to say, Jammeh is the man of peace and development. Come to the Gambia every 2 months, you see development changing everywhere. Everywhere is nice and peace is here, tranquility, everything.
Ajindai Jata, the APRC women mobilizer, and Aji Fatuba, her deputy, could not hide their feelings for the day. They both highlighted the numerous developments undertaken by President Jammeh since he took the mantle of leadership of this country, saying that his fourth term into office will only bring in more developments for the country. They urged Gambian women to continue to support President Jammeh, knowing that he still has more to offer to them. Honorable Sidin Jai is the nominated member for youth at the National Assembly, a position that came about in the Second Republic.
What we expect from His Excellency the President is continuous development, continuous progress, continuous peace and stability, continuous socio-economic development in all spheres of life, ranging from youth empowerment, women empowerment, youth development, infrastructure, agriculture, health, education, all other social sectors, you name it, communications, technology, and so on and so forth. That is what we expect from President Jammeh, and that's what also we are sort of 100% that that's what President Jammeh is going to deliver for the people. But it's also equally important for us to know that President Jammeh cannot do it alone. So he needs all of us. Hand must be on deck, irrespective of our political affiliation.
Jibu Jan is a veteran politician and one who was in the opposition in the First Republic. He explained the massive development undertaken by the Jammeh administration. Jibu Jan told the state broadcaster that if he was active in politics during the Second Republic, he would not have been in the opposing bench, for he believes Jammeh is on the right track and does need the support of all and sundry to help in meeting the country's development targets. Jibu Jan went further to commend Gambians for taking the right decision by re-electing Jammeh into office for the fourth time, which he says will only herald more development. Aissatou Badiane Sarr, GRTS.
You can follow the day's stories and other GRTS programs live on our website at www.grts.gm. There you can also monitor GRTS Radio Live. We'll go with our first break. The news continues right after. Welcome back. The bloodshed in Syria is showing no signs of abating, with new reports of violent clashes between army defectors and Syrian government troops. Arab League observers have been making visits to different parts of the country for more than a month since they first entered Syria. Meanwhile, a prominent exiled Syrian tribal chief has asked for United Nations interventions to save the country. We have details in this report.
From Qatar to send in Arab troops, the Syrian regime is making gestures of reconciliation while the crackdown continues. The authorities released 180 detainees on Tuesday in Damascus in front of cameras and Arab League observers. This is a second wave after the 190 released on Sunday, but in reality only a drop in the water given 70,000 people have been arrested since the beginning of the Syrian spring, according to the opposition.